let's talk about cargo van business and how I
Absolutely.
started. Like I said, I was always into credit and building up business credit. So I was able to get my cargo van, my Ford Transit through my business. So I didn't have to pay any money down. It's not on my personal credit. So it's not affecting my personal credit debt. I still owe the money. So I have to pay on it monthly. So I still owe the debt. But it is not a much as financial burden on me as going out and purchasing one through your regular credit. So that's first of all.
Right.
Second of all, there's many ways to get a van. Now, the Sprinter vans, the larger vans, the ones with the high wheel, long, wide wheelbase, high roofs are what the industry is going towards and what these companies that hire independent contractors want. So that's what I went in. I went in and got. I had a friend that was already doing it local here in Atlanta. He has an auto parts contract. It pays him $300 a day before fuel and everything. So he was able to get me that same contract. So that's why I was kind of already in the game before I even purchased my cargo van. But with that being said, there are plenty of used cargo vans. There's the smaller eco line vans that a lot of these companies need. A lot of these companies, you can start doing package delivery with those smaller vans as well. Or you can rent a van. Some companies actually do allow you to rent a van. GoShare is one that I actually posted a video this morning that I showed you actually on their website that they allow rental vehicles on their platform. And GoShare does everything from small and all the way to big. Like they had a AC unit that cat pinged up that they wanted delivered one time. I'm like, man, I'm not. That's a little too heavy for me. I'm not feel responsible for that. But that was a good money. That was $150 for maybe like a 30-mile delivery, and plus you had to have a helper. So I'm not sure that that money was split through GoShare, because I know they do have the helper model as well. But that's some of the things you can do with the cargo van through gig apps.
You can put a rental cargo van with commercial insurance on your freight profile and your curry profile. As long as you carry the commercial, you're fine.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what a lot of people don't do. So, if they have a regular vehicle, they're not going out buying cargo van insurance, commercial insurance just to have on standby. But if you got that contract, you got the money rolling, it's something smart to do to go ahead and get that commercial insurance. Now, commercial insurance is not a joke, as you guys probably know, of guys that, in the chat, there's research that you can easily start off at $500 a month and go all the way up. I know Progressive try to charge people $3,000 a month
Ooh.
commercial insurance, because you got to have liability on the cargo, liability on yourself, and things of that nature. But I found low insurance. It's a company called Bobert. Give you guys a gem on this channel. Bobert is backed by Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company. So it's credible. But since they're new, some of the customer service is not like I like it. So that's the trade-off on the cost. If I had to file a claim and then getting back to them, it took like 2 or 3 weeks just to get a claim going and everything. But there's a lot more affordable insurance out there that you guys can go research and get. It all depends on your area, your driving record, how much you're going to pay, of course. But that's some of the costs associated with getting a cargo van. But you can still get in, fairly cheap. Get one used for $10,000, maybe like a 2015 smaller van. Get one for $10,000. If you want a Sprinter van, you can get one for maybe $30,000 with high miles on it, and they still hold up well. Most of the time it's highway miles, so it hold up well with getting a used van. Also, where I'm at now, this is my co-working space, my virtual address space. So my insurance is tied to my vehicle and all kind of rolled into this. So that's something they can do. Say, a small furniture store across the street from my offices that, does maybe 2 or 3 deliveries on the weekend. And, they call me if I'm available, drop off some mattresses or, deliver a sofa with them. So that's a direct contract. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be something small. That only pays me maybe $200 a week. But on top of everything else I'm doing, that's guaranteed money. I know, every Saturday I got at least 2 or 3 drop-offs in the morning, what I can do before 12 o'clock, before, I'm, going out my day, watching football, doing whatever else I'm doing throughout the day. So, and that is something you can rent a van. I see a comment in the chat saying that, something you can rent a van and get started doing these local mom and pop deliveries that don't require a certain amount of insurance, that don't require the van to be in your name. You can go out and get those type of contracts, do those type of deliveries in a rental, get a rental for $70, $80 a day. That's where I rent mine off sometimes. and do deliveries and make $300 and pocket the rest. So it is absolutely something you can do, renting a van and getting started in this business, doing small furniture contracts, putting ad out on Facebook, Craigslist, doing moves, 1 and 2 bedroom apartment moves, renting a cargo van. Those things, those are not contracts, but those are things that you can do with getting your own business, going out, finding your own work, and being your own boss, and not relying on gig apps, because easy money is low pay. So anything easy doesn't pay out a lot. Anything hard, anything more risky, you're going to get paid more. So going out there, having your name out there on the contract, if something goes bad, if you're sick, you can't get nobody to work for you, you possibly could lose the contract, lose the money. So there's risk in that. So, but it's a lot of reward. So I kind of gained some experience doing these auto part courier runs. Basically, you just go to a car dealership, pick up some parts, deliver them to the little mom and pop repair shops, do that run in the morning, and then come back in the afternoon, pick up some more parts and drop them off in the afternoon. So I would start from about 8 and about 4 p.m. every day. But like I said, the location where I had to go was almost maybe 45 minutes, an hour in traffic from my house. So I just kind of stopped doing it over time. But it was a great money making, great start for me. So like I said, I would have the work, I have the money there, the business there, before you go in and get that investment or even go out and rent a van. Some people say, yeah, I want to get my van first, but find the money first and get the van. Make sure it's there, so you don't go in.
I want to see what you think of my idea then, because I know you already have the van. So I get a lot of work on Curry. I could probably do the work that I get on Curry right now in a van and still do okay in the van.
How big,
struggle a little more.
How big of a van? Do you need the high roof with the wide?
I'd like to, because I know that those Sprinter vans with the high roof allow you the 3 pallets instead of 2. And that does make a big difference. I mean, they can add $1,000 or $800 to some loads. But so my theory is, what would it cost me to go get a truck and the insurance and everything? Like, let's say that, and these are just arbitrary numbers, but let's say that was going to cost me $5,000 a month. I want to go for 1 month and go rent the van for $7,000, even if it's going to cost $7,000. Can I make 7 work? Even if I struggle to make it work, well, then I'm going to be able to make money at 5.
Right.
Yeah. That's
like, I feel like I'm already at that level, is why I say that, though. I hear what you're saying. If you've never done any last mile, maybe don't just jump in. But I've been doing last mile for 2 years.
Yeah. So yeah, that comes what I'm saying. You already got the experience. You got the know-how that you can make that money before. Some people use it as a guessing game. Some people are like, I'm going to quit my job. They're hearing this. They're hearing about the money we can make through this live stream. They say, man, I'm about to quit my job tomorrow and go sign up for these apps without knowing if your market is sustainable for this, if your area is sustainable for this. So that's a little bit different what you're saying, what I'm saying. Which your ideal is definitely possible and definitely something I would do. You already got the numbers, you got the data.
I know I'd pay more to rent. I know that.
Yeah.
But that's why. Can I make that? Can I even just get by? Can I make the payments? Can I get by that month? And then if I can, I'm going to make money.
But I would go ahead and purchase a van and then use that just to get by money to pay down the debt on the van, and then you can resell the van for make some money, resell the van.
Oh yeah. But my hope is that after a month, I'm like, here's your van back, and I'm like that same day going to buy one.
Exactly. You don't burn out. You don't have to worry about maintenance. So renting is has its keys to it, but like I said, a lot of times they want large deposits. A lot of times they're not available in your market. So it's pros and cons of renting. Some of the smaller conversion vans are a lot easier to get a hold of than the Sprinters. So you have to kind of go to Ryder or Penske. Enterprise has some as well, but they don't have as many.